Good morning. Happy Monday, friends. How are you today? Hope you had a great weekend. There's Levi. something something must have just went by, like a delivery truck or something. Sorry about that. So, I just thought I'd come on and sew for a bit. Show you what I did over the weekend. Over the weekend, I worked on this quilt. Hi, Judy, which came in my primitive gatherings quilt box that I get every other month. So this was a little project that came in there, and it has really adorable um, Halloween prints. I felt like I wanted to do something Halloweenish, you know. Um, Although it's been a struggle. So I'll show you my blocks I got done, and I of course put them out of my way. Okay. So I struggled with this particular block on the quarter square triangles because they're done from a charm square. So there was no way for me to do it the way I usually do it. Um, so it's a little rough. Definitely a learning curve for me. But some of them match up really well, and others of them are a little off. But I'm okay with that. You know, I ripped them out a couple of times and I just couldn't get them right. Hi Melanie. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Cheryl. So, I'm just doing the best I can do. Um, Here's another one. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to do. Hi, Nikki. Welcome. Sandy. Hi, Joe. So I'm just kind of muddling along. See, some of them are great. Some of them turned out great. Others, eh. And I ripped out a couple of times and just couldn't get it. So close is going to be good enough. It'll quilt out, right? Or throw it in the washer and nobody will know. Oops, that one's upside down. Um, so I'm trying. See, they're off. Like this one. But I'm just going to go with it. Just going to go with it. This is only how big is this quilt? 51 by 51. So probably, what I'll do is just make it up, quilt it, straight line quilt it somehow, whether I do hashes or whatever, and throw it over the chair, right? Because I would love to get to the point where I had enough quilts to change in and change out and kind of decorate with them. That's the plan. Points aren't easy. You're right. And the way they do this, the way they cut this it's hard. I think I'm struggling with it. So here's another one. This one's a little better. Well, except for that bottom one. We'll just go with it. We're just going to go with it. Close is good enough, right? So I worked on that. I worked on my Unity quilt along, which I'm behind. But I'm super excited because I believe next week the next clue comes out and we'll kind of know what that quilt looks like. What's the pattern name of the star one? It's called Spooky Starlight. It's basically just Ohio stars with the fussy cut centers, right? So the star points and the centers were all done from 5-inch charms, which is why Lori can't do those points a different way. Because basically, they're flying geese. Yuck. Flying geese, and then you match up the flying geese, right? So they would be like this to make your quarter square triangle point. So they're not easy. Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. Lurking as usual. Okay. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. Oh, wow is right. I can think of a few other words that aren't acceptable for YouTube, which I was saying while I'm stitching this, because you start out with a triangle and then put the sides. Right? Being nice. Gotcha. Right, Joe? So anyway, that's what I worked on all weekend. And I said, I'm going to bit off more than I can chew here. And starching, because I'm starching for Unity, which I have all those 5-inch charms to starch and then sew them into the half square triangles with paper. And then make those other blocks. I've shown you that before. You didn't do squat this weekend. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay to have one of those weekends, right? We all need them sometimes. I have days where I don't do anything, but I at least try to do my 20 minutes a day doing something. Love charm packs. Let somebody else cut your fabric, right? Yes, we all need downtime. Sandy is correct. We do. We do. Well, today is Columbus Day / Indigenous. I can't say that word. Indigenous Day. So everyone is home today. The bus driver, the children. So they were off on Friday too. So they had a nice 4-day weekend, which is nice for them. Your kiddo went back to school today. They don't celebrate Columbus Day or Indigenous Day. They do here in New York. Today's actually a good sewing day because it's rainy. And just a good day to do that, right? That or veg on the couch, which I'm trying not to do. School. Yeah, that's crazy, right, Sandy? I guess it depends on where you live. Your grandson has school today, too? Ow. We had fall break last week, and they didn't let you off for today. Fall break. We don't get that. But Melanie, don't your kids go to school longer? Maybe that's why. Hi Andrea, how are you? Good morning. You got a lot of wind last night. Chilly equals a good so day. Yeah. Well, it's chilly here now. Got my sweatshirt on. I think we're in the 60s now. I know when I let Levi out early this morning, it was raining and it was in the 50s. Woo! So I think fall's arrived. To think last week we had 80s, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. A lot of wind. We didn't get the wind, but we got your rain. We got your rain. That wind, I don't like that. That uproots trees and power lines and the whole thing. Still windy and rainy. Yeah. Be safe out there. It was in the 80s yesterday in Missouri. Wow. Hi, Giovanna. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome in. I'm just sitting here chatting about what I got done. What a pain this pattern is. Still have on your new jammies. Oh, the ones you made? Excuse me. You're fine, just home. I love being home. I'm a hermit. Oh, good. I'm glad you're doing well, Andrea. You woke up for the second time today. First time was at 2:30. And then you went back to bed. Oh, you're lucky you can do that. When I wake up, like to anywhere between my usual wake up time is anywhere between 2 and 5. And I can't go back to sleep. I try, but I can't. So I just get up. Your sister lives in the next town over. When snapped. Yes, that's why I don't, Sandy, that's why I don't like wind. It takes the trees and like shallow trees, like pine trees, that kind of thing that's shallow rooted. Oh, hi, Chris. Welcome in. That's awful. Ugh. Hi, Jess. Welcome in. I've been thinking about you. You're in my thoughts. I hope things are settling in and getting better. Been thinking about you, just so you know. She was lucky. Yeah, I hear you, Andrea. I'm with you. That's what I usually do. Just go sewing. Lurking from the teacher's desk. We are changing classes. Oh, fun, fun. So you have school today too, being Columbus Day and Indigenous Day. Yup. Wind does make me very anxious. Me too. Morning, Leanna. How are you? Welcome. Kids are all kids are off today. Yeah, some states it's not though. That's odd to me. We are, though. But we live in the same state, I think, Joe, don't we? Or close to it. Exactly. I just said the same thing, Andrea. I just hope things are going well for you, Jess. Sending positive vibes your way. You're in New Jersey. Oh, okay. Wasn't sure if you were like southern New York, but I knew you were close. I know Leanna's in my state due to the storm watch. Yeah. So I thought I would sit here and maybe sew some of these dreaded flying geese the way they do them. Wow, 13 hours. That's a lot. Yeah. 13 hours? That's a long time. You must be tired. My sewing room is. Oh, yes. Yes. Maybe you could go cut. It's quiet. Cut or press. Those are his hours and maybe longer. Oh, jeez. I know in the winter, my brother does really long hours depending on, the snow or whatever. 'Cause he drives a plow truck. Excuse me. I'm going to do one of Joe's phone. I'm going to try that. The phone holder things or tablet. Um, I am going to try that because I think my grandkids would really, that would be a useful gift, right? So I only have to make five of them. We'll try one first. We'll see how it goes. We measured the quilt for the donations. Oh, that's great, Leanna. You are going to town. You had some great scrappy quilts you showed for those donations for the kiddos. They were awesome. Yep, the foam pillow is great for anyone, but I thought for them, because especially Addison, when she comes to the table, she comes out and sits at the table. She's propping, there's Levi saying hello. She's propping her phone up against like whatever my jar candle that's not lit. Okay, when it's not lit, she'll prop it against that to hold it up. And I thought, huh, she would really find one of those useful, you know. So I'm gonna try it one of these days. One of these days. Yeah, they're great scrappy quilts. Even if you got to cut them down, cut the borders off and just put a binding on them or something, they'd be awesome. Me, oh, Auntie Eliza Star Block. Yeah, I just don't like the way they do these quarter square triangles because they're flying geese. And then, you know, the only way I could figure, the easiest way I could figure how to match these two up and If anybody has any ideas, let me know because I'm struggle bussing with this. But you take the two flying geese and do them like this, you know? So the only way I could think to make my points line up is to take a pin and poke it through the one, and then take the other one and poke the point, right? And that's the only way. And then, they're not cooperating, but line them up. That's the only way I could think to match these points up. Yeah, and then make an hourglass block out of it. Because when I did, I squared them all up, but when I just put end to end, sometimes they didn't match up. So that's how you do it, and it works every time. Well, it sort of works for me, sort of. I mean, I have some really good ones, and then some. Like this one is probably pretty good. Well, that's a little off. I did some that were great, and then this one's pretty good, right? Now in the same block down here, not so good, but just gonna let it go. Just try my best. I can't think of anything else to do. Does anyone know? I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. But this quilt isn't for anyone. It's just for me. So, maybe by the time it's all quilted and whatever, it'll be fine. If it's not, close is good. I'm going to do. So I really struggled. I did. Thanks, Giovanna. Well, I don't think anyone else will know. They're not a quilter. They're not going to pick up on it. Let's hope. And then they have to have the nerve to say something like, "That doesn't look right." Who would do that? Not any friends of mine. They would say, "Oh, it's great." 10-piece. Exactly, Andrea. That's the plan. Hi, June. We are our own worst enemies, Susan. I agree. Those poly pellets. Oh, that's a good idea. The poly pellets, Melanie. Good morning, Deb. I have to come up with a fancy name for you. I'm gonna come up with a good one for you. I gotta think about that. Poly pellets are perfect for the pillows. You can use rice too, yeah. I think I'm gonna use rice, but because I know where to get that. No Joann's anymore, Debbie's giggles. Yeah, she is. We love her giggle. So here I am struggling through these geese. I really can't wait till it's done. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 5 more to do. Whew. And then the rest of the quilt is pretty easy, but strolling through these. See, the old me would just pack it away. For sure. That's how I ended up with so many UFOs. But I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Two bags at Walmart. Oh, they were discontinuing. Score, Melanie. Score. Rice can go bad? Really? Maybe I should get some pellets then. Or something. What else could you use? I'm trying to think. $3. Yeah, that's a deal. Oh, I don't want to hear that, Chief. Oh, no. No insects. Get enough stink bugs around here. I don't need any more. Brown rice is recommended if you use rice. Good to know. That's good to know. I'm going to try one. There she is. Hi, Sandra. With her new name, Sandra K. Quilts and Sews. That's so perfect for you. So perfect. So do you have D this week, Sandra? So the way I found works best for me doing these is when I start them, I at the top give myself about a quarter of an inch overhang. This was my best guess of doing them. They're tough. Just tough for me anyway. Because these are a little oversized and I have to trim them down. So, and I'm doing a scant quarter of an inch. Excuse me. You put in the microwave, you will never have bugs in it. Really? I didn't think about bugs, honest. So then it kind of looks like this, right? A little bit of an overhang. And then I take the other side. This is the best way I could come up with it. And when I line it up, I do, well, you can see it better this way, I think. A little bit of overhang again, about a quarter of an inch-ish, right? Ish. So then I do my scant quarter of an inch. And, oops. When I sew it off at the top, I kind of make sure that I land in between the top of the other one and the little triangle cut off. So my stitch line ends like right there, see, where those little threads are. Good morning, Norma. Welcome. So then, after you press it, obviously, but it looks like this. And this is too big. So I have to obviously trim it down. It's a little bit too big. Not bad, but that's the way I could figure out how to do this. Struggle. It's a struggle. I could use those for those phone things. Could I buy walnut shells? Would that work? If I can't find the pellets. The pellets would be great because they're plastic. And you think the walnut shells would work in those phone things? I'm thinking maybe. Maybe that might be my best bet. You think? Yeah. Because I don't know what else you could put in there. If you put rice, okay, or you don't put rice, what else can we put in there? I still would put my tiny scraps. You can use beads. Oh, for the base part. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Pony beads. Okay. Because I thought maybe that would be a great little gift for all my grandkids, except my youngest one. Well, she has a tablet too. Um, with their gift card. Oh no, Joe, what a waste of beads, says Giovanna, because she loves her beads. She wouldn't do that. Yeah, Giovanna makes beautiful things with her little seed beads. Which are so tiny. Hi, Joyce. I have 5 1-gallon bags full of pony beads. You'll have to give that a try. Okay, so now I have to know, Andrea, what were you saving five 1-pound bags or 1-gallon bags of seed beads for? Did you have an intended project for them? You just saw a tip on how to bead easily. I don't know if there's such a thing as that. Hi, Sherry. Good morning. Your mother-in-law had dementia. Oh, and would sit for hours. Aw. Aw. Okay. At least you found something that made her happy and content. Someone used popcorn. Hi, Loretta. That's an idea. Scoop the seed beads up with a needle. Yeah. Stick the beads on packing tape and pick them up. Oh, that's a great idea. You wouldn't use anything that would attract mice or bugs. Yeah, I live in the country. I don't need to be attracting mice. The quilted witch hat is done, as are 2 mug rugs from this year's spooky box. Oh. Excuse me. I love those quilted witch hats. You would not want to put popcorn in the microwave for bugs, though. No. No. So here's another one. Before trimming and pressing, of course. They're just fiddly the way they do this. Hi, sir. What do you want? Addie? The good thing about kids being home. Sorry about that. Would you please let Levi out? I think he wants to go out. Although he was just out. That doesn't stop him. Does he want to go out?
No.
Does he have water?
Yes.
Okay. Means I have to go. Sorry, Andrea. Go get some coffee. This is my last cup for the day. I probably drink 3/4 of a pot a day. Bad with the coffee. I'm not using my leaders enders with this either, which I should be. You could smell it from there. Yeah, it's good. Good not. Here's another one. See, after I figured that out, that I needed that 1/4 inch kind of point, they work out better. And then lining them up is a whole nother situation. But I'm going to just keep going. Yeah, flying geese. No, not what I'm saying, Jess. Not a fan of flying geese. Not at all. Not at all. This is not how I would normally do them, that's for sure. But since they're from Charm Squares, I really don't have any other choice. Lisa, how are you? Happy Monday, my friend. Practice makes better. I don't believe in perfect. There you go, Cheryl. Perfect is a state of mind, right? Not reality. Can get close. Just a wonky flying geese quilt block made, and it was fantastic. Well, that's what these are going to be wonky, unmatched hourglass blocks. I think once I quilt it and wash it, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Well, that's a good way to look at it. That's why you like your Keurig. Much easier to stop at 2 cups. I used to have a Keurig, but I still didn't stop. I probably drink coffee more with a Keurig, just because. I don't know. Oh, let me have another cup. Oh, let me have another cup. And it was much more expensive for me because I drink so much coffee. You automatically know you're going to make a boo-boo and just go from there. Yeah. What's your problem? Do you have to go out now? Now you've decided you have to go out? Come here. Now you want to go out? Addison. She'll come let him out for me. I think he really wants to go out this time. Last time was just practice. No, maybe he doesn't. He was barking like he did. Oh, nope.
You're just a faker.
Does he have water and everything?
Yeah, he does. He has
Oh my goodness. He's just having a day. I think he's kind of getting a little bit of dementia because he is 13. But because he has days like this where he doesn't know what he wants. So you check all the boxes, right? You got water, you've been fed. There's just no pleasing him. Joyce, I'm with you by 2:00, maybe 1:30, 2:00. It's my nap time. I've got to get at least like a half hour. But that's because I wake up at 2, 3:00 in the morning. That's not old, Lori. Yeah, for a dog it is. And he's a big boy. He's half lab, half Great Dane. He's a big boy. You go to sleep at 3 a.m.? Oh. So you purchased a Ninja drip coffee maker. Two cups in the afternoon. Yeah, Sandy. I was spending a lot of money when I hit a Keurig, though, on those pods. And I know you can do it the other way with the coffee grounds and everything, but when mine decided it didn't want to work anymore, I just went with a regular coffee maker. Yeah, Joyce and I are on the same wake up time. It's so jealous of people that can sleep. And then by, I'm like a toddler. By 8, 9 o'clock at night, I'm exhausted. And fall asleep like that. Falling asleep has never been an issue for me. It's staying asleep. I remember my mother being like that too. Very early, getting up, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Now he's rolling around on the floor like a puppy. Can you hear him? Oh, he's something. He is something. Yeah, the pods, you're right, Lisa. They end up in the landfill. And I really don't want to take something to go to sleep, to fall asleep. I just don't. I mean, I'm lucky I'm home, that I don't work anymore for that reason. That, if I need to take a nap, I need to take a nap, Although I wish I worked. But Jesse is spinning around the house. He wants to go outside, but it's nasty wet. Yeah. That might be part of Levi's problem. Is he wants to go out, and then he goes to the door and says to himself, "Oh, it's raining," and he's a fair weather dog. Stainless steel reusable pods. Oh, they have those? Oh, your husband was in the kitchen on break from work and getting the last cup. Ah. So today, I have a bunch of stuff starching for my Unity quilt, and they work great and save money too. Yeah, that's awesome. So you could use flavored coffees. He does not like anything flavored. I don't either. I like, I do like Dunkin' Donuts pumpkin coffee, but I'm a black coffee drinker. I don't put anything in it, no sugar, no nothing, just black coffee, right? Um, but I do like their pumpkin coffee. It's very good. So I treat myself every now and then. Unless it's hot and spicy, right? Yeah, I don't. I'm with him. I'm very. I'm a very cheap date, right? Take me out. I want black coffee. I want. If I go to dinner, I'm gonna order spaghetti. Such a kid. Spaghetti or something of the sort, lasagna, something like that, something Italian. Um, and I'm a cheap date. Tell my guy all the time. Of course, he doesn't like red sauce, so we don't have spaghetti a lot. Or if we have spaghetti, I make him something else. Um, and spaghetti is my favorite meal. Love it. Goulash, anything like that. Ginseng coffee. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of ginseng coffee. Chocolate cherry cheesecake flavored with, chocolate caramel creamer. Oh, that's dessert in a mug. That sounds delightful. Make spaghetti with carbonara. It doesn't have tomato in it. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. He's in the bedroom. He'll probably hear me. But if he will eat salsa, right? Salsa. And he will eat regular tomatoes, you know, slice them up, put a little salt and pepper and mayo on them, or just salt and pepper. So it's weird to me, right? But he said he can't eat spaghetti sauce. I don't know. I don't know. It's very weird. It's a specialty blend you've made just for you. Well, it sounds great. I love American. Yeah, me too. No, he does not eat regular pizza. Mm-mm. Usually white garlic or what they call, white pizza. He won't eat regular, like, just tomato tomato based pizza. I know, Giovanna, I know. It doesn't make sense. But what are you gonna do? You're having a bowl of Cheerios. I'm sorry. That was my mother's favorite breakfast. Cheerios with sliced bananas. Even now, my kids who are in their 30s, my girls, will say, "Yeah, I'm having a grandma breakfast," and that's what they mean. Cheerios with bananas. She used to love that. I personally do not eat Cheerios, but every time I see them, I think of her. Oh, Sandy, yes, I agree. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. Mm, love that too. She's intolerant to it. Yeah. Yeah, see, Leanna, doesn't make sense. You can eat you can eat this but not that, but it really is the same thing, right? Funny. Just funny. You grew up drinking French coffee, which is half milk, very strong coffee, and a lot of sugar. So I have never had a taste for black coffee. You know, I think I switched to black coffee when I was younger because first of all, I don't like it cold. And I used to ride a lot of ambulance back then. So your coffee, you have to leave it or whatever and it gets cold. But if you have just plain black coffee, you can heat it up and it doesn't heat it up in the microwave or add more coffee to it and it stayed hot because I don't like cold coffee. Weird, but that's the way it is. Spaghetti can be made with different. Now, if I do an Alfredo, he'll eat it. He'll eat it. Or I've tried. My mom used to make, and this is so not good. I mean, it's good to taste, but it's so not good for you. Is we would have spaghetti one night, and then you have your leftover spaghetti and your sauce, and she would take the leftover spaghetti and fry it. Well, actually, first she would make bacon, and then she would take the bacon out, fry the leftover spaghetti in the bacon fat, right? And then she would add the bacon back in. Hi. She would add the bacon back in and put cottage cheese in it in a skillet and let it melt. It's very good. Not good for you, but it tastes good. Your stepfather, and he's saying coffee is strong and bitter with the chicory in it. See, I would go for that. I would try that. Spaghetti Alfredo is not Italian. Probably not. Is that an American thing? Did we invent that? Well, Levi decided he wanted to go outside because his pen's right there. You can see him out the window. He's finally out there. It is an American thing. Gotcha. Oops. Don't be dropping them. That wouldn't be good. Echo. I bet he would like that, Giovanna. I bet he would. He would go for that. So I have another star's worth of flying geese. I think. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 2, 4. Oh, I got one more. I'm missing one. It's on my lap. It fell on my lap. It is with garlic and peppers cooked in olive oil. Yeah, he would like that. I could make that for him. Your dad used to make homemade linguine alfredo. Oh, that sounds delicious. Sounds yummy. So, since the girls are off today, I think I'll be baking some cookies this afternoon with them. Trying to teach them slowly how to cook. And lately they've been doing really well. I mean, I'll sit in the kitchen with them and tell them what to do. You know, you need this or that, or fry this, then put it with that, and slowly they're learning. Okay, Andrea, I won't be on here too much longer because I've already been on here for an hour. Can't believe it. It is, and cheap and fast. I'm going to try that, Giovanna. I'm always looking for something different. I feel like I get into this meal rut, where I'm always making the same stuff or having them make the same stuff. Um, so that might be something fun and different to try. You would put melted butter and Italian seasonings, and it add spaghetti noodles. We could try that too. That's another idea. That would be a quick, cheap, easy dinner, right? That would be fun. So, did manage to get another block's worth of flying geese done. Now I have to press them and square them up and put them into quarter square triangles. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Welcome in. You would eat pasta with just butter. My my grandkids do that. Buttered noodles. That's what they call them. Yeah, Giovanna gave us some good ideas. Olive oil is healthier than butter. True, true. I'm going to try that this week. I'll put that on the menu for this week and see how they like it. See what review I get. So I fussy cut these, right, for the center of those stars. Look at this one. Meow. Kathy, this looks like your cat. Mad at you. Oh. Anyway, so hopefully I'll have all these done because I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more blocks by Wednesday. It does look like a Chase, doesn't it? Angry Chase. I don't know if he ever gets angry. He doesn't seem like he does, but. Hi, Dee. How are you? Kiss for you. You could also have pasta with cooking cream and Parmesan. That's basically Alfredo, right? Yep, everybody's saying hugs to cutie patootie Dee. He gets angry when you leave him alone. Which is funny because cats usually are very independent. But I will say, if you have a cat and you don't have a dog, right? My cats tend to act like dogs when I only had a cat. That makes sense. So needless to say, I will be very happy when I get these blacks done because they have been a struggle. A very big struggle. Giovanna, don't they act like dogs? I think when you don't have dogs and you just have cats, they act like dogs. Chase can act like a dog sometimes, yeah. All right, friends. Well, I got to get going. I will see you on the interwebs. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks to my mods. And I will see you all later. Have a great day.
I heard you say,
Take care.
Are the girls up at all? No. Oh, not yet.
Bye,
All right, I
everyone.
got a couple of pumpkins I'll bring in then.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let me go send them.
Well, that's what